Hey everyone, Dan Durham from Refresh Financially here. Refresh Financially is all about investing wealth from scratch. So if you're someone who's either going through financial hardships, recovering from financial hardships, and just starting to get back on your feet, or somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of money to put into investing, that's basically what this channel is about. And I wanted to talk to you about the very first number one investment you should ever make before any other investments, and that is investing in knowledge. And one of the ways I like to invest in knowledge is by reading books. And I have just a few of the books from my collection here to share with you. I'm just going to bring about half the pile over to start with here. Some of these I've read, some of them are on my to read list here. This one I haven't fully read. I just started to read the first couple chapters of this one here. This is Lords of Finance, and this is by Liaquat Ahmed. This book here, took some notes here. This book is decisions taken by a small number of bankers, central bankers, that were the primary cause of the economic meltdown that led into World War II, caused the Great Depression, and led into World War II. This one here is 500 and trying to see where it actually ends. A lot of this is notes towards the back here. But this is around 500 pages. Yeah, roughly 500 pages of actual read cover to cover. Like I said, this is like an in the process read here. So that's one down. Um, Actually, that book that I just showed you was a recommended read by this author, Danielle DiMartino Booth, author of Fed Up, An Insider's Take on Why the Federal Reserve is Bad for America. She used to work at the Dallas Fed, and she was an insider, and she wrote this. This is about the dangers of Fed policies such as quantitative easing and depressed interest rates, and how they have an effect on the economy and why this is bad for America. So, here's book number two. Book number three and four, actually, these are written by the same author. And these aren't necessarily investment books, but they're books about economics and economic theories and things such as that. That I think you should invest in knowledge base and a broad spectrum, not just focus strictly on how to invest and things like that, but overall how the economy works, how it affects things, Fed policies, things like that affect the overall economy, because these things are all interconnected. So this one here, first one by F.A. Hayek, The Road to Serfdom. This one here, this is about how collectivist idea of empowering government with increasing economic control would eventually lead to the horrors of like Nazi Germany and fascist Italy. Government intervention with policies eventually is going to deteriorate an economy, and that's basically his theory on that. And then this one here, another F.A. Hayek book. This is A Tiger by the Tail. This one here is about the dangers of how inflation expansion can get out of control, and things like increased money printing, like quantitative easing, how that affects the economy, causes inflation, prices go up, and it's just this constant cycle. Next here we have Economics in One Lesson. This is by Henry Hazlitt. Pretty much self-explanatory. It's just a book about economics. This one is actually not that bad. This is only like 178 pages. So this is kind of I would say, a quicker read. Next one here we have A Bubble That Broke the World. This is by Garrett Garrett. And this one here, this one's about the dangers of how easy credit and debt, the debt bubble manias happen, and how they have an effect on the psyche of society as a whole. Next up here, I'm a huge Milton Friedman fan, and this is a book he wrote called Free to Choose. And this one here, he writes about economics, freedom, and a relationship between the two. He explains how the freedoms that we have eroded, and the affluence has been undermined by government intervention. So this is a really good book. You should read this one if you ever get a chance. Get it from your library. Anything by Milton Friedman is really going to open your mind. Then I have This one here, I think, is this should be a staple in every person who's into finance and investing. This is called Money Talk by Lorraine Spurge. Basically, what this is a dictionary of financial terms, and this is really great for somebody who doesn't really have any knowledge in anything to do with investing and financing. Um, let's see, depletion, accounting procedure by which the cost of the natural resource, such as coal, oil, or timber, is expensed as the resource is sold. Let's see, here's another one here. Um, Demand deposits, just what they say. You put your money in and you get it back whenever you want, without prior notice, in cash or check form, and without any penalties or loss of interest. So, just something that you should consider. I don't know if you'd be able to find something like this in a library or not, but I got this on Amazon. I got most of my books from Amazon actually. This one here I actually got in the yard sale. Found it for like $2. This was a super good deal. This is by Tim Ferriss, The 4 Hour Work Week. This is a very popular book. He's a very popular author. Basically, what this is about is forgetting about the old school way of planning for retirement, and it's about how to develop blueprints to bring in money so that you can escape the rat race and live on your own terms, working without having to go to like a regular 40-hour work or 9 to 5 job. The next one I have here is The Millionaire Mind. This one here is by Dr. Thomas J. Stanley. This one is basically about how millionaires got to where they are and the way they think. Um, if you want to be a millionaire, you should really focus on how they got there and what did they do to get there and how did they think. What is their process? Then we have, I mentioned this one in my last video, Tony Robbins. This one here is Tony Robbins. This is Money Masters, Master the Game, 7 Principles of Financial Freedom. This one here is about creating a lifetime of income stream that you'll never outlive, reaching financial goals 30% quicker and retiring 10 years sooner, invest like the wealthy where you participate in market gains and never have to lose. This one is, I read this one cover to cover. This one is over 700 pages. This is a big book. I would definitely look into getting this. See if you can get it from your library. This one I got on Amazon. I got it used. I got it for like I think $12, something like that. Still not that expensive, you know, when you think about it. But anytime I buy books from Amazon, particularly, I usually get the used version rather than paying full price for the new. A lot of times you can get them at a huge discount. And if you have a Prime account, sometimes you can even get a better deal because some of them get free shipping. So, those are just some of the books I wanted to go over with you. Like I said, I think it's really important that you invest in your knowledge base before you invest your actual money. When you have a broad knowledge base, you can make really good informed decisions. And the better decisions you make, the better investments you'll make, and the better your portfolio will grow over time. If you like this video, if you see the value in it, and you want to subscribe, I would appreciate it. Hit that like button. That would really help grow this channel. I know I'm still in the beginning phases of things. I have a lot to learn, and I have also a lot to teach and a lot to help you build your wealth over time. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, but I am somebody who's been through a lot of financial hardship, and I've had to rebuild wealth from scratch. And there's a lot of ways you can do this by putting very little money each month into investing. And that's kind of who I'm focusing all this at. People that don't have a lot of money but want to be able to invest like the wealthy. And you can. So once again, if you see the value in this, please like it, subscribe to the channel. I'm planning on doing 1 to 2 videos a week. I also have a blog website, refreshfinancially.com. I'll put a link in the description. I post on there. I do a new post like every 4 days. So this is kind of like in conjunction with that. It's kind of like sister sites to one another. So consider looking into that, read some of my blog posts, and if you like that, please sign up for that as well. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, the journey begins with the first step, and let's take this journey together. Thank you. Bye.